Good morning. Birthday's over. It was so great. So let's see. Good morning, Anik and Mary Ann. How are you doing today? So let's set up our energy of the community. So we're going to, beloved, I am presence bright round us, seal your tube of light from ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep our temple free from all discord sent to us. We are calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name, till we are one with the violet flame. Yes. And I want to also read from DK. As we call in Lord Gautama Buddha and his blue flame of protection out around our boundaries as an individual and for the community. All right, this is the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend upon earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Sometimes I just open his book just to get a thought. Let me just see here. I know it seems quiet with so few people, right? All right. Well, I'm going to go with what came to me earlier. I'm assuming that both of you are aware of masters, and maybe you have a favorite, maybe not yet. But I want you to call in one that you think highly of to stand in front of you. It can be Jesus if that's what you want. All right. So we're going to do kind of a experience, let's say. So I want you to close your eyes and see within the heart of the master in front of you. I do not think this will be difficult because all masters' hearts are so radiant and shining. Good. Now, we're going to ask for permission first for them to allow their heart to come within yours for a few moments, to let you feel that clarity, that love, that embrace, that strength and courage. So I want both of you, for a moment, bring that and allow that within you. We have done protection. Nothing else can enter into our group. And it's a radiant star. It'll be how you perceive it. But once you have allowed it within you, I want you to feel what's occurring all over your being. Is your third eye doing something? Is your heart feeling something? And there's a lot of light moving to all of your body. If it could only be this easy, right? Today is to be a reminder, to give you a feeling of that which is possible, that which you're both on the journey of becoming. Mm-hmm. Good. Are you both able to feel the quickening that is happening inside you? Can you hear me? Yes, she perceived a greater light around herself, and also my heart expanded a lot. Excellent. Yes, she can get a sense of light, love, I hope. Well, I hope you see me, but do you mean you see a different level of me? So now I want you to let this star of light move up through the head, down your arms, the body. I want you to allow it to move so that you can possibly touch every cell of who you are. Is this going to have you become that? No. But it's going to let you allow, when it's your time, to have it be yours and to understand that it is possible. We'll have to give these starlights of their heart back. Yeah. Well, I want you, Marianne, to move into a surrender a little bit more, because it'll radiate a little more than a bit, and it does remind me of how we've been talking about the sun. Oh, I'm taller. You're very accurate. I assume whatever master you called is also quite taller and strong. There's a strength here that was hoping that you would both find to help you move with a greater, perhaps, focus and allowing what happens to you. We tend to want to be attached to our humanity, and we're moving and wanting to desire in the study of spirituality to become more. So, Annie, now if you can move into the feeling within yourself. Yeah. Just move around for a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. At 11:11. So right now I want you to give them their heart star of light back and be grateful. Okay. So Tierney, have you been here? Are you up with us? How about that, Kuan Yin? Yes. And who did you call? Do you mind sharing, Marianne? This 11:11 staying here for a while. All right. So if you've brought the master who you called light, starlight in your heart and have been following, it's now time to give that back. Tierney did Saint Germain. Wow, what a powerful being. Marianne, Jesus. All right. So now we had a few moments, 5 minutes maybe, of holding from within our structure that gift of what they are and live. I have the chills as I speak it. I want you to look inside yourself now. What remained? Anything? Or once it left, did it all go with it? Or it would be an impression. It's not that you wanted any of their light, but what impression did that leave upon you? And thank you to all these wonderful masters for participating in our experience and starting another whole level of discussion about what's that going to be like if I allow? It's either I'm cold or it's very cold in here. I don't know which it is. And perhaps Annika Day will come when you will hold a vase like she does. Who's to know what's ahead? Good morning, Marby. We've just pulled in a starlight from the heart of a master, and we let it kind of be there and experience and give us a feeling for 5 minutes. And now we've asked them and given their heart and their starlight back. And let's see what Marianne says. I would want him to remain, rather, his light. Yes, and see, here's an interesting thought that maybe you haven't gotten. It's the light that makes up and is Jesus. It's the light that is Kuan Yin or Saint Germain. It's not so much how they look. Jesus' heart has grown and developed from so many wounds he healed. Just like many of us, the more we allow and the love from God on high to come in, we transform. And the quickening and consciousness of who we are evolves. Do your best to let her know that you need to let that light go back to her, because we all want you to become Anik. And eventually you will become that clarity to become a master of some name that whichever comes about. But we were doing an experiment for you to feel. You don't need to become them. They do their job very well. So in gratitude, be honoring, and the world needs them all to have their light back. It's a great gift for them to give an opportunity to all of us. Excellent. You know, and Jesus himself and Saint Germain, all of them are very giving. But today was about helping you discover, to surrender, to allow you to become more. Happy to be just more living. Tell me that in different words so I understand more. That you can make the earth different. More loving. Well, you know how more loving happens is by becoming it. And if you're ready to surrender and be the love, I am the love I'm looking for, you will find situations where you might have other feelings, judgments, criticisms. And as it starts to change to loving each situation and feeling it in your heart and began to call for a part of you to come and to touch things, then you have become a part of the evolution of consciousness. It is there within all souls, always has been. But many, who we will call soldiers, have memories still of how to be a soldier. And there's a good and a bad. So we have to move beyond that to know that within every soul there is a true spirit, just like everyone here found it. And that's what you can pray for, know inside yourself to give it more an ability to have a becoming. And I think for you, Marianne, I would change the word force. Again, to me, that brings up the soldier energy, where you can be a light for good in the world. Could be a word, could be a thought, could be in meditation. If everyone isn't meditating twice a day, you might want to take that up, because that's going to be one of the quickest ways to let karma go and to allow who you are to emerge. Mm-hmm. And how are you feeling, Marby? Did you get aligned with the program we're doing here? Okay, so Marianne's going to enjoy pondering that. Yes. You know, I've been on my journey a long time, and certainly have had human issues come up, human feelings. Going to Thailand was a huge awareness to see so many people in a group that could all contemplate and think the same, and how the light of that group transformed in a week or in a month. So what it taught me is there's a capacity within the human that most people don't have an awareness of, that brings change into light. And it's about our perception, not just our heart, but how your heart perceives. So we get attached to things. It's a human thing. We get attached to how we think we should react, how other people should react, how they should behave. We need to just put that up on the board and wipe it off. Of all the techniques I've learned, that's one of the easiest ones to do, is to write whatever's bothering you up on the board and just erase it, knowing that it'll set the mind free from that congestion. All right, now I would think just listening to us is going to make a shift in some way for you. We don't have it written in a book of how everyone needs to change from this. It's thought-provoking. Even if you go to church, we all love, and if I'm speaking for myself, then I am, the essence of that energy inside the church. And why is that true? There are so many prayers, so many positive thinking in that church that how could you not? So for me, I go often just to sit in the reverence of people in their daily lives, taking themselves out of the jello spot and putting them in a place where they're just light. They can see differently, they can feel differently. So today, for a moment, to whatever level each of you could, a master's light and star of their heart came in and touched the cells of your being. Now, what we will see, how much will you remember? How much will you choose to allow to teach you? Is what we're talking about a teaching fact? I believe so, because some things, unless you see it or feel it, you can't imagine it unless you've been living it. So, but it's an interesting challenge to do. So, Jenny, I don't see you're far beyond on my screen. How are you feeling after that experience with Saint Germain? Can you feel the strength now that it's left you? He has a determination, and it's a blessed one. It's a strong courage. They each have some different qualities, but at a basis, they all have love. Kuan Yin, what a wondrous healer, ready to give herself for the earth to heal karma. And yet as she turned around, there it was. And her response was to bring us the Blessed Lady Tara to heal the suffering. What we don't always know in the beginning is the different level of compartments of negativity there are in our world, that we, as we grow, must have the capacity within us to touch them all, to whatever level you can or desire to. So how are you feeling right now, Annick or Marianne or Danny? I would think that there would be a level of peace, because each of the three that you called on some level, depending on what they do, is over here. But their inner place is peace. And that's what we all search for. And maybe prayer does bring you into that. Yes, I like that. Now you know to have that thought within you, right? It isn't that you're going to have him inside you, but it's that gift you received today for a few moments. That's what makes it happen. He believes it. He will do it. How many humans do you know believe that? Especially in spirituality, on their growth level. I would say it's probably a big requirement for becoming a master. And yet it would all be seen differently from different levels of heart energy. So how about you, Marianne? What are you feeling now after you experienced Jesus? You know, there's an old saying where in Pennsylvania, where I used to live, the homeless people are Jesus waiting to see how long it's going to take us to wake up. So what if that's true? What if that's how sometimes they uh, spend time for us to wake up? Let's see what Marianne said. And inclusiveness. Explain that to me, if you can. When we ask in our prayers for certain things, what we don't sometimes do is look back at ourselves to are we open to receive it? It's a huge shift for people. A huge shift. That's why, okay, with all around me, like a deeper connection. So you want to be more in the in crowd and there to be people like your journey you're on. Um, so there'll be more mirrors, is maybe what I'm understanding. Well, but what I'm saying is, isn't it possible that everyone we see is a mirror, but showing us a different side? One that we maybe need to love. The earth is changing. The vibration, the frequency is all uplifting. And there's going to be those that struggle who haven't been on their path. And that's not a judgment. There's all a perfection in how things happen, but they will be drawn to finding answers. We, including you with me and the masters, are going to simply be. Be who we are. Be what we have taught to become. Love. Without the turmoil. Without the having to have it look a certain way. That's what will move. And in the end, will we all look the same? No, because we still will have our uniqueness. The masters don't all feel the same. They have their uniqueness. And apparently, at this moment, that's still needed in our world and the other worlds that they move to. But the most important part for everyone here is to let the love in their heart find its way. Find its way. For me, it's about being the love. finding the deep capacity of healing love really actually has, whether it's through talking or sound, whatever. We all will have that special something, no matter who we are, because we've chosen to. And you've been chosen and have chosen yourself to come to learn more, because you can feel there's more within you that wants to become awake. What a wonderful thing to become aware of. So for you, Tiani, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to come through the happening for you. That's correct. It's a level of separation, actually, between you and God, for they are representative of His light. And like Babaji's always with me. There's nothing to say you can't ask Jesus to always be with you. He's a busy man, and but he can probably be in many places. And they will be very loving in their comments and expressions, very gentle. So I'm hearing the question from somewhere, are there those that aren't? Well, the more familiar ones are more used to the humankind. There are those that do their work, and they are not so much in the realm where we all live for them to interact with. Yes. And look at the three of you. You're all very different. And yet, on some level, you all found a simpler essence, just that it's going to be different for you. Marianne, I can hear, Annick's very loving, and Tiani is, what is the word I would use? Assertive, with determination. It's like Jermaine standing in the back where they signed the Bill of Rights. Sign it! Just sign it! There was no horsing around about it. So he has that part of him too. So we have to have a deep yearning for it, but wiggle room to let it show us the way that we need to walk. Any questions from anybody? I hear the question, can you do it again? And I would say no, on your own. Don't call in a master to have his heart come in here. We're doing an exercise, and I was given permission from the masters. But you can certainly call that master in around you and get to know them, and they will share what they perceive about you and help you. Today was a very personal experience, and discovering the person of you in your light. That was the intention. Any other questions? So, Annick, are you still with us? Oh, Marianne wrote again. See, they all start to run together. One of the things I enjoy about being here is exposure to the different masters, including Master Babaji. He's always there for everyone. He whispers in the wind. You call his name 3 times and he will immediately be there. Immediately. So it's you as an individual getting your ability to hear and to see up to par. Yes. And I can say for Divine Mother, we all have a wall that we place upon ourselves of those who hold heightened light. And it needs to come down, not that we don't honor it, but that we understand that it's willing to help. It's willing to bring love and understanding. Are those ands? Yeah. But more so what I want to know, Annick, is how are you feeling? What are you thinking about in your mind after receiving that moment of Kuan Yin? Yeah. Well, and I still have that, I will still do Babaji and Metatron, but I wanted to have this kind of discussion because other people will watch it. There's nothing to fear of becoming close with them. You know, they were once alive like us. Babaji's an avatar, so perhaps not. But yeah. But he's even more solid in understanding who we are and where we come from. And willing to help. Excellent, Annick. Very good. So, anyone have a question about how this is going to be with you, or do you get it? There are people, let me try to describe, for I see many things. People who think, well, I'm already there. And then there's people who have a gift. The people who are already there don't realize it's a process of being a gift. So that's what I hope comes from this today is to come at peace within yourself and to know that they are around you. And it's not that you have to perform to get them. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I knew there was times I would think, oh, this must be it. And then 6 months later, here I had raised another whole level of perception. It's going to happen that the more you're in it, the more you change, the more you lift that perception into a higher place. And it's called self-acceptance. Not that you're trying to be it, but that you allow it. It's a different word. Allow it. You know, if you go into the house of Divine Mother down at the base of the earth in the center, she has a cornucopia there with anything that you may need. You can reach into there and pull it out. Most people won't believe that, but it's true. If you're someone that's on that level, you will come to understand that that's there for you. That's there for you. To allow, yeah. So my last thought is going to be about being here on Earth and challenges. And I would support everyone is to call in an angel, perhaps from one of these masters. This is giving me a pain as I think about it. For to help you understand how to release challenges, to see them differently. It's going to be another level of sight. And see how that works for you. You know, there's those people that get afraid or hesitant. We want all that to move away. All right? So I hope you enjoyed today. It's what came, I guess, because Spirit knew not many would be coming today. But it doesn't mean that it isn't powerful that all of you came. Perhaps it is more that those who needed to hear are here. No play on words. So many blessings. I'll see you on Monday. And observe. That's what it's all about, observing. Many blessings. Goodbye.